Good morning and welcome to a walking video, and I am not in Denby, but not far away, heading onto the Clwydian range, and as you've just seen in that last clip, heading along Clifford's Byway up towards a place called Penycloddiau, and just on this wooded section. You hear the birds. Not sure what sort of views we're going to get today, as it's quite a damp, quite mild, but it might be a bit misty, cloudy, especially if we get higher up, but it should be good. Okay, so we're coming to the first sort of viewpoint. It is a bit misty, as I say, but I'll just try and explain. See the band of mist there, cloud, sitting in the Vale of Clwyd. Now, in the distance over there, if you can see, where are we? That plume of smoke. That's just on the outskirts of Ruthin. And it's a wood factory just by the farmer's auction on the way to Rowell. So that's Ruthin over there. And then we come along, we'll come to in the distance, we won't be able to see it, around there is Llanrhaeadr, or Llanrhaeadr, and then we come a bit more over here, and there should be there, that is Llandurnog, and that in particular is Llandurnog Creamery, and the village itself is just around there, or a few of the houses. And then as we go over, you're coming over to there, and that's, where are we? That is the town of Denby. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera, but town of Denby, and then head over again towards the coast and towards Rhyl and Prestatyn, which is down that way. But we should be able to see a bit more when we gather some height. So on we go. If you listen carefully, you can hear the woodpecker. Lovely. The one thing I like about this particular walk is you've got a bit of everything, and you start off in the woods and you got the wildlife, more so when you're not talking like this, the birds, everything. So you've got a bit of a woodland walk. As you can see, it's a good track, and it's also popular with horse riders, walkers, runners, and even green laning motorbikes by the looks of the tracks here. And so you've got the woods aspect, you've got the mountain aspect, which we'll come to in a bit, and then you head back into the woods again to finish. So it's a nice all-rounder. Over we go. This has always, break your neck, this has always been one of the most beautiful spots on this walk. And the thing is, this wasn't here then. Fenced it all off. I can understand why for animals and stuff like that, but it's a shame. Never mind. Because in the summertime I used to sit by that tree there and look over the whole view, the Vale of Clwydian, right down to the coast. Obviously you can't do that now, so you should jump over the fence, which I don't want to start doing really. But it doesn't take away the fact this is a beautiful walk with some fantastic views in this fantastic, wonderful area which we live. And yes, most of us do appreciate it. Okay, we've come to another good viewing point towards Ruthin over there, and then we come from Ruthin, we got a little place called Rhewl, and then from Rhewl to Llanrhaeadr, and then from Llanrhaeadr, and this is this area down here is Llandyrnog, and heading over then towards the town of Denbigh, which is there behind the mist, if you can see it. Let's see if I can pick up the quarry. That's a field, my eyes are not so. Somewhere around there. That's the town of Denbigh. Then heading towards the coast and towards the seaside town of Buriel and Prestatyn and all that right in the distance down there, which you can't see probably. But yes, fantastic view from here. And as you can see, we're heading now into the mountain bit, the Clwydian hills. And maybe one more look, and we'll look at it again as we get higher. That's lovely. Been here for years, this. Like an old water tank. Bloody hell. Huge thing. There's water running underneath it. And there's a few years since I held water, then you can see anything. Yeah. Full of holes. And dirt, isn't it? So there you go. And water tank. And even though it's winter, we still got a nice bit of colour, look. Fantastic. Right. And for those who are interested in this is the route I took when I did my wild camp on the Clwydian range, and the video was called A Night on the Clwydian range, I think I called it, or hills, but it's this is the route I took, and I pitched late and struck camp early, and no damage, nothing. I've said it before, you go there, damage nothing, take nothing. The only thing you take from there is memories and some video footage and photographs or whatever you want. But yeah, look at that for a view. That is the Vale of Clwyd. With a bit of a band of mist, lovely, nice and quiet, not a breath of air. Right, just had a glimpse of this now, and I thought it was a bit of a rainbow or something, but it's a multicoloured sheep. The hell? Oh dear. Told you, like, just because it's winter doesn't mean there's no colour about. Little things please little minds. It's a good out the way spot for a caravan. I'm not sure of the condition of it though. And that's lovely, innit? Going for a ride on the old horse. Nice. What a place. But we're using our own legs up here, and we're using a thing called Shanks's pony. And I'm going to have a glass of Adam's ale in a minute. Adam's ale and a bite to eat just before we start the... Oh, I might leave it till we get to the top. I don't know yet, see how it goes. What a beautiful day. As I say, quite misty, cloudy, but oh, superb. Lovely walking weather. Right then, we've now approached the television mast Moyle Park, which is there. That's how we all see television around here. Goes way into the clouds. Don't know if you can see the lights on it, there's red lights for the aircraft to see. Yeah, very bright too. Normally, that's Moyle Park, but we're heading up there. You know, we're quite a height here, and yet there's not a breath of air. Beautiful. Lovely. Just specks of rain. So, right, let's get going. There's another view of the mast, and that's where I've just come from. And might not show it on camera, but there's a steady climb, and there's one of the markers. It's a steady climb, and it does get as you go, some bits do get steeper. So onwards we go. Fantastic, good workout this. Okay, give you another view. It's a Vale of Clwyd and the town of Denbigh over there, and this is the Clwydian range. Moyle Park mast. In the distance over there would be the Wirral, and further on Liverpool, and this is what's in between us. So you got the Vale of Clwyd, Denbigh, and then you got this big thing here which goes along in this direction, called the Clwydian range, and I'm walking Penycloddiau, Clifford's Byway. This is the route I'm taking, and we're just coming to the top of this climb. I think if you're not used to walking, you'd find this difficult, this piece. So you can see it's quite a, well, I don't know if it shows on camera, but that's where I've come from. Over there, along that path, and up here. It's still a climb, so, but it's good. Really enjoy it. There you go. Right, I've just been chatting to 3 gents on the walk. I think they're doing roughly the same walk as I'm doing, but the other way round. And they said they're going to look for the video. So if you find it, it was nice to meet you all 3 of you. Last of the summer wine, yeah. So there we go. And they've gone off in that direction. Okay then, that's where I've just come from, and we're now approaching a very, very important section in this walk, and this here, this cairn, marks a Bronze Age Hillfort. Very, very important. There we go. There we go. Penycloddiau, Bronze Age burial mound, and this bit was reconstructed in 2010, and very important site this. And they do say that in this area it was all woods then. What did they say? It was like fir trees and hazel and woods. And there was about, they do a lot of archaeological digs here, and they found the remnants of what could have been over 40 roundhouses which they would have lived in this area. And I tell you, it must have been hard people, because up here in the winter, the icy, the snow and ice and wind is just unbelievable. But they would have had good protection from those woods. It wouldn't be as open as this now. But there it is. Penycloddiau, the Bronze Age burial ground. Right, we're on the going downhill now, and over you can't see where my finger is in the distance, and that mist is where Moel Famau is, and that's the highest point on the Clwydian range, where the remnants of the Jubilee Tower remain. Another historical site of importance. But what a beautiful place, and I've just earlier on visited the spot where I wild camped, and yeah, nice. I'll have to do it again. Fantastic. There's not a breath of air. And the wildlife here, unbelievable. If you were to sit here for hours quiet, the things you'd see, bird life and other wildlife, is unbelievable. Right, the hell, that's a big dog. That's my foot there. The size of that? Jesus. That's my foot. Look at that there, right? Nearly as big as my foot. The hell. Amazing. Hope I don't meet it. Right then, we're starting to leave the mountain now, as it were, and heading back into the woods. And these woods are Llanggwyfan woods, and you can just see probably the top of the trees there. So it's quite a drop. So that's where we've just come from. And here, somebody's lost their glove. It's a shame. There's always one somewhere. So one good thing with these walks, you got a dog with you, no problem. Lift the gate, let them through. Right. These are good styles, these. Don't need to use hands. That's where we're heading down there. So one thing I have noticed, a lot of trees gone, but they have gone for several years now, because I remember it. There you go, Coed Llanggwyfan. There's another cracking view. That's where I've just come from, and look at the view, if you can see it. Absolutely superb. So where we're heading. Okay, so that's where I've just come from, and as you can see, we're back in the woods. And like I said earlier on this walk, you got a good variation. You start off in the woods, you go onto the mountain, and then you come back down into the woods, and really good wildlife, bird life, everything's in here. Really enjoy it every time I do it. So here we go. So there you go. Bit of information if you ever come here on the there's the roundhouses. Fantastic. That's an aerial shot of the sort of walk we've done today, and in a way, fantastic. Back at the car park here now. So another sign there that shows you the wildlife you can see, which is that's the buzzard, meadow pipit, and the wheatear. There's all sorts of herding pheasants and everything when they're in season. I never ever tire of listening to that sound. Oh, birds, the river in the distance. Right, heading back to my car now, so that's the end of the walk. We've just come from way up there, but we've come along these green woods, and there's a car park up there, but I don't tend to park there. I got my own little spots where I park, or spot. Makes the walk slightly longer. Now this walk is approximately 6 miles long, and there is some fair hills to go up, you know, to be aware of if you ever do it, but very, very enjoyable. What can you say? You're walking in the woods, walking on the mountain, you're walking in history, Bronze Age burial mound. You got the Penycloddiau Hillfort. It was a Bronze Age dwelling, if you like. There was woods and everything here then, and fantastic place. History, and you got all the wildlife you want, birds, and then when you come back off the mountain, you're back into woodland like this, and it's just fantastic. Highly recommended. So hope you enjoyed the walk, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.